You are listening to the Slowly Dying Podcast with Bekah
Check yourself. Check. Week after I cried at the bowling alley.
and Bronte.
Oh my god, what have I done?
What do you mean? I haven't heard from you in months. We talk about everything and anything.
I could tell she was frustrated just by how she was throwing the...
I'm the only one who does it the best.
And turn in every Monday for a brand new episode.
I did not know though.
What? Like, you were freaking out.
Let's get it poppin'.
That's what I'm talking about. Guys, what's poppin'? It's Bronte.
I am so glad that you said what's poppin' because I'm not feeling well.
I'm so sorry.
Guys, but I'm not contagious.
Guys, Becca got the COVID vaccine yesterday, and it's hitting her hard.
I look rough, okay? I look rough. I
Good
really
for
don't
you.
feel well, but I mean, I'm not contagious. It's just because I got the vaccine.
But you underestimate it, too. Like, you think, like, you know, when you hear people getting sick, and you're like,
Yeah.
nah, it won't be me. And then you called me, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god. So, if you guys have not guessed, my voice sounds different, I feel like, because I'm
Yes.
more, like, congested.
It does.
What we're talking about the COVID vaccine, and I really thought I would never get it. Because, well, you guys know back in, like, December, January, like, after Christmas, it was, I don't remember the date, but, I had COVID, and it was bad for a month.
It was really bad.
I really thought, I cried and was like, I think I'm gonna die to you.
I couldn't even...
And I don't do that.
No, I dropped you off like 2 or 3 packets of like Gatorade.
Like, I was gone in 2 days.
Your whole family was contagious. Like, your whole family got it, and
It
Willie
was-
never got it.
He might have been asymptomatic, but he never showed it. He was fine. He was on his iPad the
the whole time.
I didn't realize I was sick.
You were like crying. You were just done, and then the
It was
symptoms kept like lingering for a long time, and now.
So I was like, you know, at first I was like, I'm not going to get the COVID vaccine because, well, it first came out, and then people were saying, like, it can make you infertile, because I guess they wasn't sure. And I know, you know, I'm not dating anybody right now, but in the future, I know I want more kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, like, a little afraid and a little iffy.
Yeah.
So that was my point of it. What's your point? Well, what was your point, like, when it first came out?
I think in the beginning I was a bit nervous. Well, you know, with vaccines, I mean, I would read up about it, and, you know, I kind of read up on, like, medical articles and, like, learning about vaccines when I focused on microbiology and being in a microbiology field. It takes a while to develop a vaccine, and to get it done in a year, you know, people had questions about it, like, oh, God, like, you've got to test it, you've got to see if it works. But I think with just how the pandemic was, and
It was all fast.
It was so fast, but then I was like, oh, well, they probably worked night and day on it, 12-hour shifts each, you know, like, going and going and going.
Yeah, I'm sure they had everybody in the world.
Yeah, it was, my thing is, it's like, this is going to sound really wrong. I'm not in a rush to get it.
That's how I was.
I'm not, like, first in line for it if, like, people who need it more than me need it.
Yeah.
I'd rather they have it first. Like, my dad, for example, he needs it. Like, he hits a lot of different risk factors, so he's going to get his in a couple days. So...
He better have some time off.
Yeah, he's going to get hit. I already know it.
Yeah.
Of course, like, I'll get it, like, you know, but those were just my viewpoints. Of course, all my friends are like, you didn't get it yet? What? You're in healthcare. And I'm like, it's when they say I can get it. Like, I don't
once
know.
you start your new job,
They'll have me.
they'll just be like, come down and get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what happened, how I got mine, it was like, I had maybe 5 minutes to, like, make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3:15, 3:20, something like that. And the charge nurse yesterday comes up to me and she's like, did you get your vaccine? I'm like, no, why? Like, am I going to get kicked out or something? Like, I was like, am I in trouble? She's like, no. They're giving it downstairs. And I said, okay, well, let me take some time to, like, think about it. She was like, I really didn't want to get it. And she was like, no, like, because I work on a COVID floor right now. You know, like, yesterday I had 2 patients that are COVID. I gowned up. You got to do what you got to do. And stuff. And that's fine. Like, that's what I signed up to do. I can't complain. You know, whatever. It's what my patient needs. But then they were like, no, you have... Like, they're closing at 3:30, and they have a couple things left. So we're getting everybody in the hospital telling them.
Oh.
And I was like, I have 5 minutes to make a decision. She's like, no, you have 5 minutes to get down there before they close. So I'm like, of course I start sweating, because I'm not a good patient. If I ever get hurt, I'm probably going to be your worst patient. I cry. I think I'm going to die. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I really do. But if you're my patient, trust me, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I can calm you down. But, so I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, okay, whatever, I'll just get it. Like, at this point in life, I'll just get it. Because all the other nurses around me got it, and they're like, we're okay, whatever. I got the Pfizer one. Mm-hmm. So it's you have to go back in, like, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So I run downstairs, and I call my mom. Like, I was calling my mom in the elevator. I was like, I'm just going to get it. It'll be fine, right? Like, if I die, I die. It's what it is.
If I die, I die.
Like, I mean, it's meant to be. But anyway, no, she's like, go get it. So then I walk down there, and they, like, take my name, take my address, take my phone number, and they just, like, give it to me. And I run back upstairs, and the nurse upstairs was like, oh, I thought you were going to be down there for 30 minutes. Because usually because we don't just, we give it out to the public as well as employees. Like, you can just walk in and get it.
Oh, okay.
As long as they have, like, enough vials or whatever. So they were like, no, they let me, like, come right back up. But I think it's because if something happened, I would be around other nurses.
Oh,
like,
okay.
the general public would have, because they saw my badge and uniform. So they just would have been like, okay, you're around nurses.
Right.
If you code, you know what I mean? You're fine.
If you code.
Like, if I code or they need to call rapid.
You'll end up in your own ICU.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's one way to get there.
Yeah.
I'd be on the helicopter.
Yeah.
What if they had to transport me to Johns Hopkins? And I show up, right? And they're like, we got Rebecca Gilbert, 27. And you're like,
what?
I'd be like, bring her to me. I'll take it. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
But no, so whatever, it's fine. Because usually the general public have to wait there to 30 minutes in case they have a reaction.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to be fine. My arm was a little sore yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up today, my arm was really sore.
Right.
Like, 1 second. Willie, wait, I'm talking, okay? Sorry, that's my son. So I woke up, and I was like, okay, my arm's sore. I was helping my other friend Liz move. And then, I don't know, maybe like couple hours ago, I started feeling a little sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh. I thought because I had COVID, maybe I wouldn't get sick. Like, I was trying to, play tricks on me. Actually, hold on, though. After I got the shot, I had diarrhea, 45 minutes after. 45 minutes to an hour after.
After you got the shot.
At the shot. Sorry, I forgot that part. Yesterday. And I was like, are you serious? And then my body started feeling really hot, warm. Because my body's like, wait. We already had COVID, let's not go through this again.
Yeah, they're
But
trying
then it stopped, so I was like, fine.
Yeah.
A couple hours ago before you came over, girl, I feel so sick.
I know.
I'm not contagious, you know what I mean? It's because I got the vaccine. But it's I'm starting, it's kind of a little hard to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, I don't have a temperature, but I feel cold. I have the chills, and my body's starting to ache really bad.
She keeps asking me if I'm hot, and I'm like, no, it's fine.
I don't know. I feel really sick.
It'll probably be for 12 hours.
And I feel nauseous, I want to throw up.
Oh.
I'm not pregnant, though, trust me.
We want to give you the real live,
This is the live of what Bekah is going through, okay? It's not popping.
Yeah.
It is not popping.
She looks swollen.
I do.
You sound
my
nasally.
allergies. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, no. I think it's going to be 12 hours, and then you're
Hopefully,
gonna be,
I wake up.
My dad's going to be screaming. He's gonna be complaining. He's already a complainer.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him
not
about
gonna,
me, because then he won't get it.
No, he won't. He's
know?
gonna go in that building and he's gonna get it. He signed up himself for it, so I'm pretty proud of him.
Okay.
But we were supposed to get, so at my current job, guys, I haven't left yet. I work in a company where we have salary and hourly workers, but we are a production-based company, so we need those production workers to be there, and we can't afford to have them go at separate times and be out for 2 doses. So we had people come and they're going to bring the clinic to us. But because it was Johnson & Johnson, and this week they had a shortage, and it was causing blood clots.
Oh my god.
So we have to wait a minute. So I think we're gonna get more news next week. I'm like, are you serious? But
well, at least you found that out before, because you could have got the shot 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine?
My brother Michael got the Johnson & Johnson 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. I know the chances are low, but still.
But I still go back to it and say I would put people ahead of me.
Too. If they need it, yeah.
Because I don't have any risk factors. Well, Other than being obese, apparently.
Oh my god, I go to the doctor, they're like, you're morbidly obese. Like, but then the doctor comes in, she's like, you're not even obese looking. Like, what? And I'm like, yeah, because I don't know, I just always weighed like triple what people think.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, there's no way I think.
Morbidly obese?
That makes me feel awful. And then you mark on the paper. I'm like, what?
Excuse me?
I'm like, get out of here. And then people tell me, like, excuse me, how much do you weigh? I guess it's just, like, distributed well in my body, but we are nowhere in the risk factor of that. We drink our water, we're on our feet for, like, 16 hours a day. We
with
exercise.
The compression socks.
With the compression socks. We work out at work and out of work.
Yeah.
Please.
Please. But when I get sick, and I know I'm not trying to compare myself to other people, but I feel like when I get sick, I get so sick. Even my mom's like, I've never met anybody that gets so sick as you. I get so sick that I have to, like, when I wake up, and I get so cold that it hurts, and I just cry.
Weren't you hallucinating? You were hallucinating with COVID.
Yeah, I was, like, hallucinating. I would cry. I would be in the bathtub.
You called me in the bathtub.
And I called all my friends crying. I'm like, I'm dying. Just take care of Willie. Like... But I really thought I was dying, and I don't, like, cry all like that. Like, I'm not a big crier. It was bad. So, like, I just hope that I'm not going to be in the bathtub tonight, because just me and my son.
Your son is going to be like, can I just watch Among Us?
Oh my gosh, he's obsessed with Among Us, and I can't do it.
He's already asked to watch it, 3 times?
He tells me I'm the imposter. I'm like, get that? I was about to be the imposter. No, actually, I think those things kill people. I don't even know.
I don't even know what he's the one who taught me about it. Like, I don't even know what that was.
Like, Among Us. I don't know. They're like they're little aliens, and they have different colors, and they have to find the imposter because the imposter kills somebody.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so I think that, you know, if you're signed up to get the vaccine, you know, I mean, it's your choice.
Mm-hmm. We just need to kick this thing in the butt. I was talking to we're actually really doing a really good job over here vaccinating people.
Yeah.
Because when I talked to, like, my company over in Europe, like, we have a lot of video chat calls.
Yeah.
And they were saying only ever since January, they just got to 1 million people that they vaccinated in their country. And we're vaccinating 3 million a day. Like, apparently. So that's kind of crazy to think about. I don't know if I have my number right, guys, but they were just telling when we see with how America's doing in vaccinating, we're doing pretty okay.
Well, when I went yesterday, they opened it to the public, and it was almost wrapped around the hospital.
Wow.
Like, the one side of the hospital, it was, like, out the door.
People are done with it. I think people see that it's like, this is like, we want our summers back. Like, we want... God, we need. We're slowly opening up, and of course it goes back and forth. Like, cases are rising in the States. Like, yeah, okay, but like I think we're taking action, and I think that's awesome. Sorry, Willie's going nuts in the back.
William, he's shaking.
Your signs are shaking off the wall.
It's gonna fall on us, William.
But I think, like, I want to get back to. Everyone wants to get back to real life, you know? But I do think this has taught people a lot. But now I'm seeing, like, now we're, like, putting things into motion. A lot of people want to take action, and that's a great thing to see. Like, it's like, okay, let's get this done.
Yeah.
And get it rolling and see what we can do. Like, we're in the 21st century. We're all just excited to get back to normal. And just seeing, like, the action being put forward now is great. Because this whole past year has been... awful. Like, I mean, rough.
It has been rough, and I feel like things open up and then they get closed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's even harder because you have some, like, you're like, oh my gosh, things are opening up, but then when they get back shut back down, then it's
like a ripple effect because some of my technicians, right, this past week, and I feel for them. I feel for people being in college. I mean, our school did a great job. We're closed. That's
they
it.
did.
Like, we're not doing this whole back and forth. Like, you know, oh, the cases are down. We can go back to school. Like, I would have ripped my hair out.
That would have been mentally exhausting. I mean, it was already mentally exhausting.
Being online, it was hard. But, like, you know.
There was consistency. We knew we were going to be online for the whole semester.
Yeah, and we just had to just deal with it. Mm-hmm. High schoolers, though, and I have some high schoolers and college students now. And my high schoolers... they shut down this last week and a half because COVID cases outbroke. And then I get a text like, hey, like some of them come in for like 2 or 3 days a week. And my one, she was like, I was near someone with COVID. Now I can't go to school. And I have to stay home and I have to stay quarantined. I have to get negative tests and then I can come back. So it's a ripple effect. It affects, what am I supposed to say? No, come in? Like, it's like, oh, okay. You know, you can't do anything about it. So she can't go to school. She can't go to work. Then I don't have people. And it's just a constant thing. And I feel like kids need a schedule and a structure. So when stuff like that happens, I feel bad because they're going back and forth all the time. They don't have anything solid. Mm-hmm. And I know it's the parents' choice, but, like, it's hard. Like, because... But
then it's like, if you don't do that, like, if you don't quarantine, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's different if you're in healthcare. You know, I work with COVID, but I have the proper protection. But, like, if you're out in the public and, you know, you hang out with a friend, tested positive, then it's like, do you lie and just cover it up?
Yeah.
Or do you just be like, oh, I'm fine, and then go out?
Yeah.
Or do you do kind of what your friend did? Like, it's like, stay home, do the right thing, but it's like, either way, it's a crappy situation.
It is.
You know, so it's like, you just have to, like... Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people are over it. Yeah. You know, like, people are like, you can't not go on vacation. You can't stay in your room for your whole entire life. You still have to get outside.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have to... Remember when it got so bad, like, the parks were not letting, like, people, like, go on, like, the swing sets, and the kids couldn't play on the swing sets? That was a little, like, I get there's germs.
But it's out. But my thing is, I will make a decision if my son can go.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to go to the park, don't go to the park.
Right. And it's in that situation, it's so difficult. Because what do? You have kids. They need to get outside. They need to play. It's so hard.
It is hard.
You know, and then you feel bad for them, and they're upset, they're crying, everything.
Because kids don't understand, you know? Now, let's bring kids into the vaccine. If there was a vaccine for children, absolutely not. William is not getting a vaccine.
I think are there a lot of people deciding that? I think because we're just unsure about it right now.
I don't know. I think, you know, like, there's one thing to put, like, you know, not that I was at risk, but to take a chance with the vaccine, but to put little babies in life, absolutely not.
Yeah,
I think they need to do way more testing, and I think infant and toddler and little kids, I think their dosing would be a lot different.
Yeah, and I think they're researching that, aren't they?
Yeah, they better research it for a long time.
Yeah, because that's a different thing too. Because kids are not really developed too much yet. Too.
What's this?
Shh. Be quiet.
But yeah, no, it's very interesting. We could do a whole nother topic. That could just be a whole topic and stop vaccinating kids. That is a controversial topic in itself. And then on top of the COVID vaccine, woo.
Yeah. Well, it's just because it's new. Because, like, Willie has gotten everything available to vaccinate.
Right.
But it's been out for years and years and years. You know, and I believe that people should vaccinate their children. I really do. But because this is brand new and they don't know the dosing, you know, and, like...
It's hard.
You know, and he, knock on wood, he hasn't caught it. Like I said, he might have been asymptomatic, but and I'm not testing him either. Right. They're not shoving up something up his nose. Yeah. I'm very protective over him. Mm-hmm. So.
As a lot of parents are, you know.
Yeah, and as they should be, because that's your job as a parent. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad I got the vaccine. I am a little, you know, because I was anti-vaccine, but... I think maybe it being so quick for me to force to make a decision, like yes or no. Because if I would have said no, I might have had to wait another month.
Probably.
Like, they don't do it every single day. So I just had to pretty much make a decision fast. And maybe it's a good thing, because maybe if I had 3 hours to think about it, I probably wouldn't have got it, because I would have overthought. Mm-hmm. But I got it, and it is what it is, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, hopefully you're better by tomorrow.
I hope so. And then maybe I'll make a little second rant, or we'll do a little small episode, because I get my next vaccine in 3 weeks. Yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, pray for us, guys. Pray. And sorry, this episode's a little chaotic. Willie's on some type of
Willie's hyper, and I gotta feed him dinner.
Rosie, us, I'm knocking over things. So, but yeah, guys, stay tuned with us. Thank you for all the support the last couple weeks. Like, that's exciting to see. So we're gonna keep it going.
And it's crazy we just keep getting more and more episodes down. And they're older episodes, too.
Yes.
So it's like maybe, some of our listeners haven't made it to this episode. Maybe they started on one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we did that in a car.
We did that in a car.
Not vacuuming, mowing the grass. And I was like, are you serious?
It's almost our birthday. It's almost May 16th is our birthday.
You know what we should do for our birthday? Can we do an episode of why we chose to do a podcast?
Yes. Okay.
I think that would be cute.
We'll do some special things on the week of our birthday because we are literally a month away.
It's crazy.
That's literally crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you because we've come a long way.
We have.
And we want to keep it going. We want to still be crazy for you guys. So, but yeah, thank you. That's so cool. And we can see where you guys download. That's awesome too.
Like England, Africa.
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm like, what? In these little countries I've never heard, like, I've heard of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, these little, like, areas of the world, I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's like this long name.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like this long name.
It is.
But really, guys, we can't say thank you enough. That's so cool. But as always, tune in next time.
And maybe I'll feel better next time.
You will. So. You will.
But,
okay,
I'll
guys.
talk to you guys later.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye. What's up, guys? It's Bronte here, and thank you again for tuning in to another episode. I just wanted to come on here and sound like a broken record, but thank you so much for all the support, especially these last couple weeks. Becca and I cannot say thank you enough, but what I'm really here for is to remind you to go follow us on YouTube at Slowly Dying Podcast, on Instagram at Slowly Dying RNs, and reach out to us if you want to hear some topics at slowlydyingrns@gmail.com. You guys, some of you have actually sent in topics, and that's helped Becca and I out a lot. Usually her and I just pick from a list that we already have generated, and we go with that. But as always, guys, thank you so much again, and we will see you next week. Bye!